Hello everyone, welcome to Poland with Ela. I'm Ela and I'll be showing you around the most beautiful and interesting places in Poland and explaining the intricacies of our culture, history and traditions. So, in case you want to check out what the Polish weddings look like from the inside or see the things that we Poles do that foreigners might find weird, make sure you check out my previous videos after you watch this one. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see the future videos, which I post twice a week. And today we're gonna be talking about the city of Zamość. It was founded in 1580 by the Chancellor and the Grand Hetman of the Crown of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Jan Zamoyski. Jan Zamoyski was a very wealthy man, a magnate. He was a hetman and a Grand Chancellor for the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, the first man after the king. He built a fortified stronghold here and protected the merchant route leading from Volhynia and Lviv to Lublin and Warsaw. In 1589, with the consent of the Sejm, the huge estates of the Chancellor, which were approximately 600,000 hectares, were merged into an indivisible whole, inherited entirely by the eldest son or closest relative of the previous administrator. The Zamość Ordinance existed until World War II. Zamoyski had extensive contacts, and his political position was so strong that he influenced the election of the Polish king. In addition, he was very intelligent and talented. Among other things, he studied law in Padua, Italy, and perhaps it was there that he was inspired by architecture. He observed how the sun peeked under the arcades of the tenement houses, how proportionate the streets were, how wonderful the local churches looked. He wanted to create something like this in Poland, and did this with the help of Bernardo Morando, who not only designed but also supervised the construction of the so-called ideal city. A city that was built from scratch and was conceived as a complete, closed unit fulfilling precisely defined tasks, the urban concept of which was very popular in Europe at the time. Only a few such cities have survived to this day, and one of them is Zamość. When designing Zamość, Morando was basing on the concepts of the Italian urban planners, who dreamed of creating an ideal Renaissance city. He inscribed the city into a pentagon formed by fortifications. Zamość resembles a lying man. The head is the palace, the spine is Grodzka Street, which runs through the entire city. The lungs are the Zamość Academy and the Collegiate Church. The heart is the town hall, and the bastions can be considered arms and legs. And these are the assumptions of the ideal city according to Bernardo Morando. It should be located on a river to secure transport of goods and proper hygiene of people. It should be built on two independent levels. Lower level is used to handle all activities, while the upper level serves the nobility and the middle class so that they can move around the city without any obstacles. Below these levels are navigable channels for ease of communication and transportation. The width of the streets should be at least half the height of adjacent tenement houses. It should be beautiful and functional at the same time. It's kind of hard to believe that these houses were built several hundred years ago. They're so beautiful, and they were designed to have internal gardens, which are very, very pretty. The city boasts a charming old town, thanks to which it's been called City of the Arcades, Pearl of the Renaissance, or Padua of the North. Zamość Old Town, an example of the Renaissance urban development, has been included on the UNESCO World Cultural Heritage List. The market square in Zamość is a perfect square. With its ideal dimensions of 100 by 100 meters, it fits perfectly into the concept of a Renaissance city. At first glance, it may seem huge. This is because there is no town hall in the middle. Around it, rows of even tenement houses and restaurant gardens open in the summer. Actually, the colorful tenement houses are one of the most popular motifs in the market square. Initially, only Catholics could settle there, but by the end of the 16th century, this ban was loosened, and as a result, apart from the Armenians, Jews, Greeks, Spaniards, Italians, English, and even Persians settled there. It was a multinational, multi-religious city where trade flourished. Zamość fairs were famous. You could buy literally anything there: fabrics, Eastern spices, weapons, oxen, and horses. The town hall is located on the side of the market square, not in its center like other town halls, so it does not disturb the central axis of the city, where the most important point was supposed to be the Zamoyski Palace. Over the centuries, the town hall has been rebuilt many times and has served various functions throughout its history: municipal, commercial, and even military. The key to its appearance is that it survived World War II. Neither the Germans nor the Russians wanted to destroy such a showcase. Each side hoped that they would be able to organize the capital for the conquered Polish lands in Zamość. Unfortunately, fate was not so kind to the city's inhabitants. Thousands of them did not survive the war. Under the town hall runs an underground route. If you decide to go there, you'll find a water cistern with a water supply tunnel and a well from the 19th century. But it was the cathedral that was the apple of Bernardo Morando's eye. It was the cathedral that he was most proud of, and he pampered her in every detail. Thanks to the architect's passion and commitment, a gem was created, which was followed by other creators of Lublin temples. This style began to be called the Lublin Renaissance, and the Zamość Cathedral is one of its greatest Polish architectural monuments. From the cathedral, you are literally a step away from the monument of Jan Zamoyski, who sits triumphantly on a horse, facing his beloved city. Behind him stands the former most important building of Zamość, the ancestral Zamoyski Palace. Today the building houses a court, and unfortunately it cannot be visited. The fortifications around Zamość had 7 bastions. This idea to surround the city with bastions arose already at the city planning stage. Thanks to Zamoyski's concept and strong will, the city was able to defend itself against the invasion of Bogdan Khmelnytsky, the Swedes, and then the Bolsheviks. Though during World War II it was captured, first by the Russian and then the German troops. These are only some of the interesting places in Zamość. I'll make sure to explore more of them in the future, but for now, that's it from me. If you want to see other beautiful Polish cities, make sure to check out my previous videos, and see you soon!